This is your Weather Extreme video for Sunday, May the 24th, the middle of Memorial Day weekend for 2015. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Before we get started on the central Alabama weather, there's a picture that I captured from Twitter yesterday from Joe Miller of the flooding, and flooding's been pretty historic out there in Oklahoma. So just one example of the flooding that has been going on to our west. The surface pattern is consistent here with a high pressure system off to our east, and that is beginning to bring moisture in from the west, so we're going to be turning wetter for the week ahead. In the upper atmosphere, we have that closed low over the central Rockies that is finally ejecting very slowly out to the northeast, and will be moving up into the Great Lakes during the next several days, and that will be dragging moisture and a front down into the area, but it looks like we're going to stay with pretty much an air mass that's going to be very moist. The temperatures across central Alabama this morning are much warmer than we've seen over the last several days. As a matter of fact, yesterday, most of our sky watchers reported in the northeast sections temperatures dropping into the 40s. This morning, I think the lowest one I saw was 60, so it's a nice certainly a significant increase in our temperatures. Radar shows that we have a good deal of rain off to the west. I think we stay essentially dry today, but showers become a possibility this evening and into the overnight hours and early morning hours of Monday. Flash flood watches, all those areas in green, are out to our west, and we're looking at the possibility of some significant rains over our area. May's been relatively dry, but it looks like for the next 5 days, QPF suggesting on the order of 1 to 3 inches possible across much of central Alabama. Storm Prediction Center is outlooking a slight risk focused primarily on East Texas and Arkansas and southern Missouri for day 1. For day 2, the area is primarily Texas. And then for day 3, that's primarily Tuesday and into early Wednesday, we see that the risk is over the Mid-South area, including places like Memphis and Birmingham and Jackson and up into the Ohio River Valley. So we'll be watching that, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. All right, here's the 06Z GFS model run this morning, and there's our surface pattern. And I think for the most part we do have a risk of showers, but the risk is small, and I think we stay dry for today, but clouds will be on the increase. In the upper atmosphere, we see that closed low coming out with little impulses rotating around it, helping to increase the rain chances off to our west. By Monday, that closed low has opened up as it's moving into the western Great Lakes, and the ridge still holding strong along the east coast, so that keeps us in this wet weather pattern with the possibility of scattered showers and showers becoming likely. The trough moves by the upper Mississippi River Valley on Tuesday. We see that the pattern stays wet for us even into Tuesday, and that's when we have the greatest threat for severe weather. And just looking very quickly at severe weather parameters, CAPE values shoot up to over 3,000 joules per kilogram as that system moves across the area. And with good divergence aloft and all this low-level moisture, we have the potential for different all modes of severe weather. By the time we reach Wednesday, the midweek, that trough has moved by us, or is moving by us. So that means we should be settling down into more of just a humid air mass. And so Thursday, we see the ridging take place. Weak ridging at that, but still ridging. And so the result is that we're just going to see the possibility of scattered showers. I think probably Thursday may be some of the least number of showers around for our area. Friday, the upper trough begins to take shape off to our west. We're still under weak ridging over the southeastern U.S. And on Saturday, we see that trough taking shape again just to our west. And so once again, we are under this rather moist air mass across much of the eastern half of the country, with surface high pressure over the western Great Lakes and the front dragging down into the Ohio River Valley, but certainly not getting all the way down here. By the time we get out to Sunday, a week from today, we see and the last day of May, I might mention, we see that the trough is becoming a little more noticeable, a little more enhanced. And again, that's keeping things pretty wet over the eastern third of the country and across the southeastern U.S. Looking out into voodoo country, and Yesterday, the GFS was a little more bullish on the ridging, but now it's a little more bullish on the troughiness. We see a very slow-moving closed low, similar to what they've had out over Oklahoma and Texas for the last several days, and that could spell some wet weather for the southeastern U.S. for the first part of June. And then when we get out to the end of the period, we see that the GFS is keeping a trough over the eastern half of the country. So it looks like, at least for the first week of June, it looks like that we should not see anything in the way of any extreme heat, at least, with a troughiness pattern, if this indeed verifies. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Extreme video. James Spann should be back with the next edition first thing on Monday morning, Memorial Day, and it may be a one-a-day since it's a holiday schedule. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in to the Weather Extreme video. I hope you have a great Memorial Day.